Okay, now we're going to edit the CERD landing page. This is the landing page that you see in the ad campaign. After a prospect clicks on an ad, they are shown this landing page. So the first thing we need to do, this lives on the CERD website. The first thing we need to do is log into the website using the user ID and password that's in the document that you see. So this is an admin, we need to be an admin to edit this page. So we're going to log in. And then we come to the WordPress dashboard for the CERD website. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick Pages. Then we're going to select All Pages. And the name of this landing page is BCLP 0379. So that's what we're editing, and that's the page we want to select. So you see that there's a little menu underneath, and from here we are going to select Page Builder. When you click Page Builder, you see the landing page, and you are able to edit it by putting your mouse over each section. So this headline is a section. If you wanted to change the headline, you would click on it and then change the wording. We're not actually going to do it here, but if you did want to change the wording, if you wanted to change Experience the Power of Resilience to something else, you could edit it. And you can see that in real time. I just put a D in there. I'm going to backspace and take it out. If you did want to make a change to it, then you would do a save. In this case, we are actually not going to edit it at this point. We're not going to change it, so we'll just hit cancel. And this basically works for everything. Again, put your cursor over the area that you want to edit, and you can see that the text comes up, and you can make any changes you want. Remember, if you do make a change, hit the save button. If you're not making a change, just go ahead and cancel. So this works for the entire landing page. It also works for the buttons. If you wanted to change the text in a button, again, you would click on it, and you see that it says click here for a free consultation. If you wanted to change that wording, you would do the same thing. You would make your edits, and then you would do a save. Again, in this case, we're going to cancel because we're not changing it. It also goes for the section with the graphic in it. If you wanted to change that graphic, you could replace it, hit replace, and it's accessing the media library inside of the website, which I'll show you in just a minute. But you can basically replace this image, or you can edit it in place. So if you were going to replace it, notice photo source is the media library. It could also be a URL, which means that the image is perhaps on another URL somewhere else. So if we decided we were going to replace the image, you would go, this is the CERD media library on the site. And what you do if you wanted to change that image is you would select a different one, and you would click it, and you can see the check mark there, and then you would do select photo. We're not going to change it, so to leave without making any changes, you just click on this X at the top of the page. And then you would hit cancel here to come out. If you did change the image, of course, you would want to hit the save button. And that's pretty much it. When you're done, if you've made changes, you hit the done button up here in the upper right. And you see that you can either discard the changes you made if you decided, no, I don't really want to change this. You can save it in what's called a draft format in WordPress, which means that it's not a published page, meaning it's not generally visible. And that's if you're doing work in progress. Let's say you made some changes and then but you weren't quite finished with it. You would save it as a draft, and then you can come back later and make the changes that you want. And when you're happy with the changes you've made, then you can hit publish, and that basically creates the new version of the page. Since we didn't make any changes, we're just going to go ahead and hit cancel here. And to get back to where we were in WordPress, that dashboard, you're just going to go down here to where it says WordPress admin. The rest of these tools, as far as saving templates, duplicating layouts, previewing layouts, are really advanced functions that are not really germane for the point of maintaining this page. It's if you wanted to create a page that looked completely different, then you could do that. But really, for the purposes of this video, we're not doing that. This is assuming that you might want to make some changes to the page, but you can see that you can make a lot of changes without changing the template. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the WordPress admin. And if you did want some of these advanced functions, then this builder with the little beaver up here has a help function here where you can get a lot more information on changing templates and things like that. Again, it's not germane for the purposes of maintenance. So we're going to go ahead and go back to WordPress admin and pick the dashboard here. And that will take us back to where we were. This is where we started after we logged in. So, of course, with the pages, let's say we go back to this landing page again. You can always, you have some other options here. Then these are built into WordPress, and one of the things you can do is you can view it. So here we're not editing the page, we're simply viewing it. And again, we can go back to the dashboard. And at that point, we can pretty much do anything we want to do in WordPress, but we're just focusing on the landing page here. So after we're done, just going to go ahead and log out, and it will take you back to the main screen. Okay, so that's it for editing the landing page.